Hello and welcome back to the IO Sportscast. With me, as always, I have Ollie. Say hello.
Yo guys, what's up?
Today we've got a very special extra podcast this week. Shock. We're talking
Yes.
about the European Championships.
Oh, it's coming home, Isaac. It's coming home.
Well, we'll see.
Well, it might not be coming home. Depends if before we get to Czech Republic tonight, but
Yeah, we're recording this Sunday evening, so we've had a week and a couple of days. Actually, having said
we've
that,
had this two lots of group stage games. The final group stage games will be starting today as of recording this.
the final group stage games, Group A is currently playing now. Um, just so we know, the current scoreline. Do you want to know the current scorelines actually?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so
Don't start with the big game. Start with the little game
so
first.
so
Sweden,
the
Switzerland, whatever it is.
the matches we've got today are Italy, Wales, and Switzerland, Turkey. Switzerland have just gone 2-0 up.
Jesus, they've all just kicked off, haven't they?
No, they kicked up at
How long's
5.
the...
We're about half
Oh,
half
half an
half an
hour
hour
ago.
in.
Two up in half an hour. Who scored?
Um, I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, Shaqiri scored the second one. I can tell you that.
Go on, Jordan.
Um, I can find out.
I'm going to say Xhaka. He's the only other or in Bolo. I'm saying probably in Bolo.
Severovic got the first
Oh,
one.
I
Zuba
wouldn't have said
Zuba
him.
got assists on both of them.
Oh, go on, Zuba.
So as things stand, we're running through. I've got the BBC text up on my screen so I can keep an eye of it. As things stand, thank you BBC for this very well timed post. Italy are topping the group. The Italy Wales score is 0-0.
Okay.
Italy are topping the group, 7 points. Wales second on 5 points. Switzerland third on 4 points, but negative 1 goal difference. Turkey bottom with 0 points and negative 7 goal difference.
They were meant to be the dark horse of the competition.
Yeah.
Ah,
So as things stand,
oh,
Wales and Italy, they knew really coming into this that a draw would be enough.
yeah.
Um,
Do you reckon they'll play for a draw, though?
I don't think so.
I
I
don't.
think as well as with Wales and Switzerland's result previously, I think Wales, knowing that they've got a 3 goal cushion, or they know that they've got a 5 goal cushion coming into the match.
Yeah,
They've got a 3 goal cushion as it stands. They
yeah,
may as well just go for it because if they lose 1-0 in like a 90th minute goal,
yeah.
they're still
They're still through
second.
anyway.
They're
Yeah,
still
exactly.
second. But they could nick the goal and win the group. So
Yeah, exactly. All it takes
um,
is one goal, and could be game over. I think Italy will win that because Italy have been unbelievable so far.
yeah, they really have been. It is, I must say, it is a little bit strange at the minute. It doesn't feel like we've had 9 days of football. Feels weird. We're in the last round of the group stage already.
Yeah, I know it's gone quicker, hasn't
Um,
it? And I've pretty much watched every single game.
yeah, I think I've watched every single game, at least some minutes of
At
it
least some
live.
part of every single game.
Yeah, and the bits that I've missed, I've gone back and watched the highlights of. Obviously, we're not watching these games at the minute, but I'm definitely going to go back and watch them.
Yeah, I've watched the highlights on YouTube later.
Yeah. So it all kicked off a week last Friday in Italy.
Yep.
Andrea
Yep.
Bocelli ringing out Nessun
Singing
Dorma.
Mini Cheddar.
Beautiful, beautiful song. Great singer. And
Is he
then,
blind, Andrea Bocelli?
yes, yeah.
Oh, I thought
Um,
it was.
I mean, you could probably tell that from where he was sort of just gandering around.
Yeah, no, I thought it was, but I wasn't 100% sure.
Yeah. I don't know how or why, if he was born blind or something happened, but
Yeah.
yeah, incredible voice, and it really was quite an emotional, moving moment. A
I
great
only
way to
saw the song.
start.
I didn't see in the rest of the opening ceremony.
It was a great way to start the tournament, and then they decided to ruin it with a
Why?
fucking little robot remote control car.
That we've not seen since
Why? What's the point?
It's because it's the sponsor, and it? VW are the main sponsors of the Euros.
I don't care. Have a guy run around in a car mascot costume.
A guy dressed up as a car.
Yeah.
Brum,
Why
brum,
not?
going shouting, running around going brum brum brum.
If you've got a was it West Ham or West Brom that had a mascot that was a boiler? Why not? Why not
Oh,
a
I think it
car?
was West Brom.
Why not a car? Just tootling around the edge of the pitch, throwing out occasionally slightly dark emission clouds.
Oh man, I miss it. I mean, this is why we should be in charge of UEFA, Isaac.
But no,
He's got to shout brum brum every time he runs.
it was a very strange situation. It looked like it
But the
broken
meme-
to start off with as well.
There was some funny memes that came out of it though.
Yeah, I don't know if VW are in it for the meme game.
Yeah,
I
know,
don't understand what the referees pick the ball up at the major tournaments on the end of the tunnel every match. Why can't they just do it for the opening ceremony? Surely that processional walk for the opening match, like that referee is smug as fuck picking up that ball.
Like, yeah, look at me.
And
yeah.
we've lost that moment now.
They should have done it. They should have just scrapped the car. They should have just had the ball in the centre circle just during the whole opening ceremony. Some cones round it saying "Do not touch."
Yeah, just as the band for Bocelli slip over the ball.
Yeah. Oh no, there we go. But yeah.
But yeah, no, it started well.
It was a good game, the first game, wasn't it?
The
Yeah,
first-
Turkey.
Yeah, the first that first Friday was pretty good. I feel like Italy were a little bit flattered. I don't know. Turkey just didn't play very well, from what I can remember.
I feel sorry for all these people that said Turkey, the dark horses, they're going to get pretty far.
I didn't.
They get stuffed more than they do on Christmas Day.
I didn't think they'd get very far, but I definitely thought that they'd put up a challenge to get out of that group.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Especially with the
I'm
players
very
they've got.
disappointed. Very disappointed. Wales, though, doing really well, which I didn't think would happen.
Nah.
And I mean, as things stand, going through automatically, which is crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Second day, less good.
Yeah. That's when we played, isn't it?
No, the second day was Group B.
Oh yeah, we played on the Sunday, didn't we?
Yeah, Group B, Belgium, Russia, Finland, Denmark. Obviously, we all know what happened in the Finland-Denmark game.
Denmark game. Yeah.
Good
we won't
news.
go too much into it.
Good news is he's out of hospital. He's had an ICD fitted, which doesn't actually end his career, which is good. He's got a chance.
Yeah, that's what Daley Blin's got.
Yeah, but also the other argument is James Taylor in the cricket has the same thing, and he has retired. So
yeah,
it's still 50-50, but 50-50 is better than nothing.
I think it'll be up to him, won't it? I think it'll be what he wants to do.
Yeah, and we don't know what medical advice he's been given from the doctors either.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm not expecting him to make a statement on that until after the championship because even though Denmark really can't do anything in the tournament, I mean they can. They'd need a big result, I think. But you don't want to announce the news whether you're playing on or retiring during the tournament.
You just want to have time to spend with your family and stuff like that, don't you? And watch the rest of the tournament.
It would be interesting to see tomorrow when they play whether he's in the stadium or not.
Who they got? Belgium? No, they played Belgium. Who's in that group?
Russia, I think they've got left.
All right, yeah. Yeah, you're right, yeah.
Yeah, so my reckoning is actually they're not out of it if they thrash Russia and Belgium beat Finland, but
I think Belgium will beat Finland.
Yeah, it is then. Yeah, but can Denmark then score? They'd need to win 2-0.
Who, Denmark?
Yeah.
I reckon they could score 2 past Russia.
I don't know. I don't know. Denmark have not looked themselves this tournament. I mean, with good reason, I guess.
Yeah, well, yeah.
They've had a horror story of a tournament. As long as they put in a good performance, I think they can hold their heads high.
Yeah, exactly.
It would be nice to see them get at least a point, so they're not finishing slap bang 0.
Yeah.
Group C, we almost saw one of the greatest comebacks of all time in that group. The Netherlands, Ukraine. What an
Mate,
end
what
to that
a game
match.
that was.
Yeah.
That was unbelievable.
It was at the time where we were unsure as to how the Netherlands would actually play.
Yeah.
And
I
how
thought
Ukraine
Netherlands were going to win, but I thought they were going to like thrash them, like 4-0 or something.
Yeah, but they almost bottled it, didn't they? They didn't look particularly good against Austria either.
Nope.
So yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, they were 2-0 up, and then Ukraine equalised, scored like 2 in 4 minutes or 2 in 5 minutes or something ridiculous,
like that,
wasn't it? Yarmolenko scored what was then considered the goal of the tournament.
Yeah.
Beautiful left-footed curler into the top left-hand corner.
Great finish.
Right strike as well. And then a place in Scotland scored, and yeah, 1-3-2.
Yeah. I think realistically the Netherlands deserve to win both their matches, but given that they have both matches look like they're going to capitulate, I really worry for them in the knockouts. Having said that, they're guaranteed first place in that group. They know when they're playing in the last 16. They don't know.
They've got North Macedonia next, haven't they, in their groups?
Yeah, and that should be a nice, easy one to finish on. Sorry, Alioski, but
mate, can we talk about North Macedonia?
We can.
I think they've done well. Considering it's the first
they've played
tournament
so
ever
well. Yeah,
in their history. Well. They've put up a good fight against Austria and against whoever they just played before after Austria. Ukraine.
Yeah.
I know they got trounced, but they put up a right fight.
I mean, yeah, they've scored 2 goals though. That is more than Turkey and Scotland and Hungary put together.
Yeah, exactly. It's bad, isn't it?
I mean,
it's mental.
It's Turkey, Denmark, Scotland, and Hungary put together. They've scored 2 goals. Those 4 teams together.
And North Macedonia is a hell of a lot smaller than them 4 countries.
And they've done it against Ukraine,
big-ish teams.
Not small teams, no.
Yeah, exactly. But they're not the big powerhouses either. But they are big teams.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. I think they definitely could have got results against both of those teams, but they just didn't have the game experience, that sort of
I don't. To be fair, if I was the North Macedonian team, I'd hold their heads high because they've done proper well.
Yeah, definitely.
Haven't they? They put up a good fight. I know they've been beaten, but it's the first tournament, isn't it?
I really hope that like Liam Cooper and Calvin Phillips and Click have messaged Alioski and just been like, "Well done, lad."
I'm pretty sure they would. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they would.
He's played like phenomenal. Didn't do quite as well on his penalties as he should have done, but he got it in. He got there in the end.
We'll talk about the penalties.
Penalties are a whole different thing.
After we've spoke about all the group games, we'll talk about the penalties.
Group D. There's 2 ways to look at this.
I think good group.
There's 2 ways to look at this. The pessimistic view is we're going into the last round of games and England are second, or it's okay, we've played Croatia and Scotland and we've got 4 points, and before the tournament started you'd have said 4 points off those 2 games would be fantastic. Admittedly, you'd have thought we'd have got the point against Croatia and then beat Scotland, not the other way around, but you'd have taken 4 points off 2 games because that's 4 points is almost you guaranteed through.
Yeah.
I don't think any of us put Czech Republic top of the group at this point.
No, I wouldn't have.
And we do need to win to go top of the group because a draw would put both us and Czech Republic through automatically, but they would be top of the group.
Yeah.
And our last 16 knockout situation is a little bit dodgy, so I don't know whether we want to play for the draw yet or not. And annoyingly, Group F doesn't play until right at the end. So,
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like the Czechs against the Scots, I was really disappointed with Scotland in that match. Like, they played well, but they just didn't take their chances and they were just a bit sloppy. And I saw that as a 0-0, and Scotland are good at 0-0s. I thought they'd be able to shut the Czech Republic out, maybe nick it even. I did not see the Czechs winning 2-0. But
It was alright. The second goal was alright goal.
oh, he's done that so well. Like, it starts like halfway to the corner flag and bends back. It's beautiful. It's the longest goal in European history, isn't it?
Yeah.
49 yards.
40 odd yards. Yeah, something like that.
Redonkulous. England, we at the time I said we made Croatia look average, but Croatia are not the team they were like 2-3 years ago. We have played them since and beat them since the World Cup semi-finals. So I thought we'd beat them. We actually didn't look that good now in retrospect, given how badly we played against Scotland. I say badly. Scotland put up a massive fight. Scotland have played very well in both their games. And that derby attitude between England and Scotland, you know they're playing at 150. They're playing with effectively like 16 men on the pitch. So it was going to be difficult for us, but I still thought we had more than enough in us to beat them. And we should.
We're just playing crab football, just passing it sideways and backwards. It's like, what's the point?
Also, sorry, rant time. Raheem Sterling, I know you're not going to listen to this, but Raheem Sterling, if you are listening to this, can you please learn how to take a first-time shot with your left foot over your shoulder? Because you could have scored 3 fantastic goals in 2 games doing that exact thing. Stop trying to take it on your right, turning away from goal and then coming back in. Just whack it first time with your left foot.
He needs to take tips off Van Persie, mate, when he scored against Aston Villa in 2013.
What he needs to do is just play FIFA as his own character.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
No, that is one annoying thing for me. It's not just Sterling. I think Kane had a chance, and who else?
Kane had a right chance against Croatia.
There was another guy who got put through. Who was it? I can't remember who got put through. It is also against Croatia, and he could have taken it first time. I can't remember who it was. But they all seem to want to take an extra touch, and it's like, if you just bang it first time on the volley or let it on the half volley, those goals are going in because they're just beautifully positioned and very well weighted pass. I would say our route one over the top balls have been like spot on for weight for most of them.
Easily.
And we could easily have scored 7 or 8 goals in those 2 games that we should have probably scored. But
we should have.
We haven't.
It's annoyed me because he should have started Grealish against Scotland. I'm going to have a bit of a rant here.
Yeah.
Should have started Grealish. He put Sancho on the bench, who got 60. I think he got 20 goals and 16 assists in the Bundesliga this year. He's got him on the bench. He's not even played a single minute yet. I wouldn't have played Sterling. I'd have got rid of Sterling and put Sancho. I'd have put Grealish on that side, put Sancho on the right with Kane up front. Or to put Kane as a centre attacking mid, plays Kane when Mount is, and then put Rashford on the left, Sancho on the right.
Yeah, so for me, like Grealish.
Ian Wright said something. It's like, why is he not playing Sancho and Grealish?
Why Sancho hasn't got a single minute is beyond me.
After his season he's had in the Bundesliga for the past 2 seasons as well. It's stupid.
Grealish deserves more game time. I'm not a massive fan of him. I feel like he's, like I've said before, he feels like that cocky player, but that's because he draws the opposition to him.
He draws loads of fouls, doesn't he? Yeah.
Like he will be the centre of attention if people are putting 2-3 defenders on him. He's going to be the centre of attention.
Yeah, and then you
Ross
play
Barkley,
Grealish, he draws players to him, and then it opens up gaps for other players to run through. So he could just either slot a ball in or pass it to one of the other lads who could play somebody else in, and then boom.
yeah,
If we
and
could finish, you could put it away.
that's what I say. Is like Ross Barkley, same sort of thing. He always draws 2 or 3 guys in. Ross Barkley then normally does a little bit of skill and loses the ball. Grealish at least can pass the ball,
Or gets fouled.
or wins a free kick. Yeah, but I still think he deserves more game time than he's got. But for the one goal we have actually scored, can we just talk about Calvin Phillips' performance against Croatia?
Mate, I'm not
Flip
obviously.
me.
I'm not a Leeds. I'm not a Leeds fan.
You're the furthest thing from it, mate.
Yeah, I'm obviously a Man United fan.
you want us in League Two?
Nah, I want you in the National League, but But yeah, he was unbelievable. He had that Croatian midfield in his back pocket when he got home that night, or back to the hotel. He emptied his pockets. He's like, "Oh, what's the Croatian midfield doing in there?" So yeah, Modric has to come out of his pocket, and so there's Kovacic and that other geezer that I don't know his name. But yeah, he had the ball. He had the ball all over the shop. And he obviously assisted Raheem's goal.
And he put 3 or 4 beautiful balls through as well. That
Didn't he have like 100% long pass accuracy and 100% through ball accuracy?
I know.
To like the 60th minute, and then he just.
Yeah, I remember just after half time, the commentators saying that he had 100% pass accuracy in the first half. I don't think it lasted too long into the second half, but it's still up there. He's only 1 or 2 that he put wrong at the end.
I know, it's his first game in a major tournament as well for England, and he's bossing that midfield.
Mate, that is his performance of his career. That is
it's unreal.
Unbelievable. Like, he's done some magic things for Leeds, but flip me, he had a fantastic game. I'm genuinely so proud of him right now. Right, let's stop talking about England because we could be here for another half an hour. Group E.
Is this the Spain group?
This is Spain, Poland, Slovakia, Sweden. Not in that order.
Yeah, obviously.
But that is the order that we were thinking. Which one? Because both of them haven't been fantastic.
The first Spain game. The first 0-0 that we had in the tournament.
The one that you said right beforehand, we've not had a 0-0 in the tournament.
The day before, wasn't it?
The end of the match before, yeah.
It was a good game. I was like, we've not had a 0-0 yet. We've had 6, 7, 8 games. We've not had a 0-0. A day after, same point, 0-0. I'm like, oh, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had 85% possession against. Who did they play first? Slovakia, wasn't it?
Sweden.
Did they?
I think so.
Yeah, Sweden. They had 85% possession and they couldn't score for toffee. Not surprised when they got Morata up front.
No, that Spain squad. We looked at the squad.
It's not what it was. It's not what it was. It's not.
No, but
from 2008 to 2012.
We still looked at it they've got still some strong players in there, and we thought they'd get through that group pretty easily. And right now they need the win.
They've drawn Did they win yesterday?
No, they drew 1-1.
Oh, so they're only on 2 points.
They were winning against Poland, and then Lewandowski. Header.
Big Bob scored, didn't he?
So that is anyone's group. Sweden 4.
I just want. It's bad that they've got the hair and he's not played yet. It's just showing, isn't it?
I think it's fantastic.
Decline.
Fantastic. He's gone now. He's done.
Yeah, he's send him to bottom tier of Spanish football. As much as I love him because he's been a servant to United for over 10 years.
Why don't they send him to Salford, given that half your Man United old team own that?
The class of 92 old Salford.
Why don't you send him up to Salford?
Yeah,
I think he'd do quite well in League Two, wouldn't he?
It just depends. That might be a bit too high level for him. I'll put him in National League.
All right, send him to Alfred in National League North.
Yeah. Put him in there.
That group: Sweden 4 points, Slovakia 3 points, Spain 2 points, Poland 1 point. Slovakia with at the time we said shock win over Poland, but both matches they played really well. Very, very unfortunate to concede against Sweden. Was it a penalty? I can't remember.
It was.
That was really unfortunate. I don't think that was. I remember not feeling correct about it. I can't remember whether that was that I felt unfortunate that they had conceded the penalty or that it shouldn't have been a penalty in the first place.
I'll tell you what shouldn't have been a penalty.
Lovren.
Yeah. Against
Poland?
no, Czech Republic, because it's
Oh, yeah.
Croatia.
That,
We'll talk
for
about
me...
that. We'll come to that.
No, let's cover it now, mate.
Alright, fair.
How do you jump without being a pencil with your arms by your side?
You can't. You need your arms for momentum and leverage, don't you?
I mean, you can pencil jump, but you're going to get about 4 centimetres of clearance, lose the header and concede the goal.
Yeah, or you could just swing your arms and jump and... Yeah, it's just... Yeah, that was one of the bad VAR decisions. We've not had many.
We've not. Honestly, yeah, overall, the refereeing has been... For a major
I wouldn't say
champion...
unbelievable, but been good.
VAR has been fantastic. That is, I think, the only one dodgy call that I've...
Yeah, I'd probably say you're right. That
I think there's a couple of others that were at the time I was like, this could go either way, but you can understand why the refs have called it.
They've been quick as well. They've not taken like 20 minutes like they do in the Premier League.
Yeah, they've been really good, really on it. And we've started to see the referees getting the calls to go to the monitor, which I'm a little bit... I don't know whether I agree with that still. I'm like, if it's... VAR is meant for a clear and obvious, right? Now, I would like it. I would like every call to go to the referee on the pitch, on the big screen, so everyone knows what's going on, like in rugby.
Even the supporters and all that kind of shit.
Yeah, but we don't have that, so let's look at the system we've got. If VAR is meant to be used for clear and obvious decisions, and you're asking it to go back to the referee to make a call, who's already made a call that you're now saying might or might not be correct, it's not clear and obvious. So
yeah, exactly.
Go with the referee's decision, because that's the one that he's already made. Don't ask him to relook at it. If VAR is not overruling it, it's not clear and obvious, is it?
No, exactly.
But, having said that, they've used it well this tournament.
Yeah. Why can't the Premier... I hope the Premier League learn and watching and learning from it, because it's been unbelievable.
Yeah, I just... If you're talking about refereeing overall, though, there's been a lot of dodgy calls for the free kicks that are and aren't free kicks, and an awful lot of goal kicks and corners that have got wrong. Like, that's basics. Like, what?
When you say that, like, they've given a goal kick when it should be a corner.
Yeah, or they've given a corner when it should be a goal kick. Yeah.
Right.
I'm like, that's basic stuff, but we've had loads of those.
Yeah, but VAR could check that, couldn't they?
Yeah. Why are they not doing that?
Why are they not checking that? Because if that happens in rugby, for example, the video ref looks at it and goes, "Yeah, that's not like a scrum or whatever. Just need to overturn it."
Yeah.
Or it's got out on the phone. And have a quick look and be like, "Yeah, it's taking a deflection. It's a corner. There you go."
They're saying that the things that the VAR are looking for are apparently, the game-changing things. A corner is a game-changing thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that is a major thing. Both ways, like not giving a corner and giving a corner can change a game. Or,
yeah, exactly.
You could argue every call could change a game. I'm a stickler for the ball goes out at a certain point, it should be thrown in from that point and not where you start your 15-yard run up to throw it in. But that's going to have...
they can take a few steps left and right, can't they?
Yeah, but everyone takes a few steps left to get position and then starts their run up, and it's like, mate, you've gained four stripes of the football pitch here.
I think this would be a shot clock for throw-ins. You have 10 seconds. Otherwise, if you don't get it, it's other team's ball.
I'm not so bothered about a shot clock. I'm much more bothered about positioning, because I'm just one of those guys that is a stickler for that thing.
What I'd do is I'd say you could always take one step to your left and one step to your right. Any more, you get a yellow card.
What I'm saying is that's got less of an impact where you take the throw-in than not giving a correct throwing in the first place. You know what I mean? You have a little bit of room for where you take your corner. That I don't really care about that if you're given the correct corner in the first place.
Yeah.
Which, I think VAR should be available for the referee for every call.
Should be looking at every play and only intervene on the certain ones, like if it's an incorrect corner or whatever.
Yeah. I just don't. Yeah, they should use it like they do rugby. Anyway, right. Let's circle back.
We talk about the best group. Group F.
Group F. France,
The world
Germany,
champions,
Portugal,
the European
Hungary.
champions, Hungary, and then this little team I think called Germany.
I don't know.
We beat them in 2 World Wars and the World Cup final in 1966.
Aren't they the ones North Macedonia beat? Those.
Oh yeah. That big 4-time world champions that
What, North Macedonia?
tiny little North Macedonia beat. Yeah, yeah. There you go.
And the minnows of Germany. Yeah. I mean, I think we both agreed, talking about this before the tournament. I think we both agreed France first, Portugal second, Germany third, Hungary fourth.
It's not looking like that though, now, is it?
It's not.
I think that's the hardest
shock
group
draw
to predict.
with France and Hungary. Shock draw. Let's very quickly cover that.
Go then.
Well done, Hungary. Phenomenal. Tough luck, France. But it's thrown things into a bit of a chaotic situation. Hungary can still qualify.
I want to see how that group ends, man.
Football gods, if you exist, please, pretty please, have France beat Portugal, and Hungary beat Germany, because Portugal would be bottom of the group and out.
And then we'd have new European champions.
And I don't care. I will play against whoever comes next in that group. I'll take Germany, I'll take France, I'll take anyone from that group if we win our group. I'll take France in the last 16 if Portugal go out, because I'm still not fucking over 2004 and 2006 when we got knocked out on penalties both times. There is one football country. Portugal are the Man United of countries for me. I'm sure it's a lovely country, and I would love to go on holiday and see all the sights. And it looks fantastic, and it's the Algarve and a brilliant Formula 1 track and the hills of Lisbon, and it looks phenomenal. But for football, fuck off, Portugal. I can't stand you.
You went on a rant there, Jesus.
I'm not over it. That cut deep. I'm not over it. It's that smug twat Ronaldo that's caused all this. Actually, I watched the documentary that BBC did about him, and actually, fair play. He puts a lot of effort in, and I'm sure he is actually a pretty decent bloke. But from a football standpoint, I'm over Portugal. I'm done with them. Just no.
Oh man.
So anybody could come through that group, which is we didn't think we would say. We thought we'd be saying Hungary are out at this point, and it's a battle between France and Portugal for the group win.
Can we talk about the game just gone, Germany versus Portugal?
Yes, that was my next thing.
That's the game of the tournament so far.
Yeah,
for me personally.
We just said earlier that the Netherlands-Ukraine match was at the time
game of the tournament,
but another attempted comeback. Portugal, man, I thought they might actually do it. The last 5-10 minutes, I was like, "Oh my days! If they score now, this is on. They could do this."
Yeah, exactly.
You know what?
They're 2-0 up, weren't they?
I can't remember honestly. No, they weren't. No, they weren't. They were 1-0 up.
They
were.
And then
Germany triple scored, and then it could have been a demolition. We were talking about that
we thought it was going to be a massive scoreline.
Just before Germany scored their fourth, you were like, hang on a minute, this could be a rout. And I was like, Germany scoring against Portuguese-speaking teams in major finals.
Where have we seen that one before? Yeah. But most of Germany's goals were own goals by Portugal, so Germany only actually scored 2 goals.
Yeah. Well, I was saying that after the second own goal, it was like 13-9 if the centre halves are playing for Germany.
Yeah, exactly. You got Diaz and Pepe scoring own goals for fun.
Well, it was a decent game though. To be fair, both teams were fighting for the full 90, and that's what these tournaments show is when you get the big guys. Normally, when you get the big teams coming together, they're boring.
They just play for it's like a 1-0, isn't it?
Yeah. Because they either cancel each other out or they're too scared to do anything out of fear of getting counter-attacked. But when you've got them in the group, you have to play because you don't get out otherwise.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's what we want from two big heavyweights, innit?
Yeah.
4-2 game.
In terms of the knockouts, Netherlands are the only ones guaranteed a position where they are.
Belgium.
Belgium and Italy are also guaranteed to be through, but I don't think have actually got officially that top spot confirmed yet. But they are guaranteed through. So we know I'm trying to remember this off the top of my head now. 27th of June, I think, is the Netherlands game in Budapest, and they will play the third place team from either Group D, Group E, or Group F, depending on who's where. The last time I checked, I believe they would be playing Group E's third place, which currently is Spain, but given the rankings, Spain won't be there, so that was obviously there needs to be an update on that because this was before before Portugal and Germany played. So I don't actually know who's playing who at the minute.
We'll just wait and see what happens. That's all we can do, innit? Just wait and see.
But we're already in the last round of the games, man.
I don't know, it's too quick.
How fast has that gone?
I hope the World Cup don't go this.
And there's 6 groups. It's not even like there's 4 groups like normal. This is 6 groups, and we're already in the last run.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so there's going to be either 1 group or 2 groups worth of games over the next few days. Thursday is our first rest day.
We play Tuesday, don't we, against Czech Republic?
We play on Tuesday, Czech Republic, and then Croatia, Scotland in the other match. Yeah, it's an interesting thing for our path. Like, if we win, we only have 1 match outside London to be to get to the final. If we come second, we have 2 matches outside London, but we get an easier draw.
Round 16 in the quarters, isn't it?
Yeah, we get a potentially quite a much easier draw. So I don't know.
I think he's doing a tactical masterclass of playing for second place, so we get an easier draw.
But at the same time, I said at the start of the year when we first spoke about this, like back in March, sometime. Yeah, I think it was March. I was like, I would rather have the heavy draw. If you take the heavy draw and you knock out France, you take out Netherlands, you take out Spain, you take out Germany.
You get more credibility then, don't you?
We
can actually beat the big teams.
Yeah, you're winning that on merit. You're not going to have an asterisk next to your name.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, anything can happen, and even like if you look at who we played in the World Cup, we had Colombia, Sweden, Croatia as our knockout matches. They're not the big teams.
Nah.
But if we'd have won that World Cup, there's no way we'd have put an asterisk next to that.
No.
But now
we'd have had France in final.
Yeah, but now so we're talking 1 big name. You know, now we're talking. Okay, we could have 1 big name in it. We could hit Belgium in that end of the draw.
Yeah.
Wow, like, given that we know we can now get to semi-finals, we're going to start putting an asterisk next to our name because we've not beaten the big teams. Nah, let's win the damn thing first. But
okay.
I just want to win a tournament.
Okay, who would play as long as we win?
Let's win a tournament.
We could play North Macedonia in final. I don't
we
care.
Can't. We literally, that's the one team we can't.
Yeah, I know, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Mate, if we're playing North Macedonia, if we did have the ability to play North Macedonia in the final,
I'd be questioning everything.
There's a little part of me, as a football fan, not an England fan. As an England fan, we'd be like, yeah, literally, because I'd be like, that'd be forget Greece in 2004. What a story this is.
Yeah, exactly.
But yes, I mean, if North Macedonia got to the final, and even if it was England, I'd be like, 99% of me says we should win this, but there is a little bit of this is big history.
Yeah.
Happy either way.
I tell you what, in regards to the Euros, obviously we've had a few penalties, but there's been quite a few shocking ones.
Oh my days, sorry, that was a draw outside. Penalties are not, they're not being good this tournament.
Bale's skied his, and I think it's in orbit somewhere. It's not come down yet.
I think it's still on its way down.
Yeah, I don't know. It's in orbit image flying past the International Space Station now. Such no, it wasn't Suchek. It was Højbjerg. Has took the weakest penalty I have ever seen in my whole life.
Man could have pissed it further.
I could have blown it farther than that.
Yeah,
Just like,
I could have, and I'm asthmatic.
Yeah, exactly. I could have just, yeah. He just like tapped it. I was like, "What are you doing?" And then who else missed one? Alioski missed one, but then scored the rebound, but still missed the initial penalty. What is it with people not being able to take penalties?
Oh, who took Spain's? Yes, was it Moreno? Can't remember.
I don't know. It might have been Morata or somebody.
It's Moreno or Morata, yeah.
It's one of the two. Yeah, the quality of penalties has been abysmal.
It has been dire. I think we're 2-8 or 2-7.
Yeah.
I mean, good news for
Just
England.
I mean, if we get to a penalty shootout, yeah, I'll take it.
Fancying our chances. Having said that, penalty shootouts against teams in the European competitions.
Yeah, well, let's just hope we don't get back into a penalty shootout.
Yeah. Who are you backing now for the final? Who's your final two?
Oof. I want to say England, but I don't think we'll get there.
Okay, as a non-England fan, it's like a football.
Non-England, France definitely. I think France will 100% get there. And I'd say France, Italy.
Yeah, France, Italy for me as well. As an England fan, England, Italy, but as a realist,
yeah.
Not being biased, France, Italy. Like if Italy don't get to the final after the way they've played,
it is mad.
I don't think they'd get there to start with. But
if Didier Deschamps wins, he'll be the first ever manager. He'll be the first ever person to win it as player and manager.
Yeah, and Andy did the same with the World Cup as well. So he's the first one to do the the quadruple, so to speak.
Yeah. But yeah, ideally I want England, Italy. I think that'd be unbelievable.
I mean, ideally, I'd like England, Wales. That would be phenomenal.
Oh mate, that'd be unreal. Imagine the
scene. Do you know how many friends England I would have crying if England beat Wales in the final?
I'd wind our lass up about it.
That would be fantastic. Yeah, I don't see that happening.
No. Yeah, I think France will get there.
I will say this is
from a footballing fan's point of view, I want France, Italy. From an England fan's point of view, I want England, Italy.
Yeah, from a football fan's point of view, I think this tournament so far, with the exception of the Eriksen incident, has probably been the best major championship that I've seen in a while.
Yeah.
Now,
as a neutral,
I'm also saying that as someone who doesn't remember 2008 because England didn't play, so I didn't watch much of it.
I didn't watch. I just watched the final.
2012 was just Spain. I remember that we got destroyed by a payload chip as a last penalty to knock us out. I remember that.
Little Panenka.
Yeah. But really,
we don't count 2016 because we lost to a supermarket.
2016, I don't know. That didn't happen, didn't it?
No, we lost to a supermarket.
Yeah, I mean, fair play. They've got thousands of staff across the country, so.
I know they had quite a lot of people to choose from.
But yeah, I mean, even including World Cups, like 2018 was memorable, but as a tournament on the whole, it wasn't that great.
Yeah, exactly.
There were more than enough off-field incidents for us to question it, and I think the best thing apart from England getting to the semi-finals was Germany being destroyed by South Korea to get.
Oh, right, that was hilarious.
And
Germany continued the theme of the former world champions getting knocked out in the group stages.
I don't see. I mean, there are a couple of shocks that could happen. Croatia can be out, Spain could be out, Portugal could be out.
I'll take that.
Germany could be through. Austria could go through. They've never won a match before this tournament. Finland have won a game, admittedly not in the greatest of circumstances, but they're in with a shout to get through. They need to do some miraculous recovery, though. Also, just Italy as well. Before this tournament, hadn't scored 3 goals in a European match before, and have done it back to back now.
That is mental.
What a stat is that as well? Italy in the European Championships not scoring 3 goals in a game. What?
And Donnarumma has never conceded more than 1 goal. When he's been in goal for Italy.
On my days, they were ramping him up, weren't they? They were talking about him being like, like this, like Messiah kid.
No, but that's an insane stat.
That is an insane stat.
He's conceded more than he's only ever conceded 1 goal.
And the thing is, though, as well, you're coming in after probably the greatest goalkeeper, definitely in the argument forever. He's definitely in that GOAT category.
If not the greatest Italian football goalkeeper of all time.
Or just goalkeeper, forget even Italian.
Yeah.
And he's performed well good. And
he's been in the first team since he was 17. He's been goalkeeper for at least he's 22.
Yeah.
Feels like he's been around forever.
Yeah. When he was like 17 as well, his club teams were not exactly minnows, were they?
No, it'd be his AC Milan, I think. He's been it.
So yeah, I mean.
No, is it PSG?
PSG, yeah. Like he's definitely got something.
Yep.
Let's just see if he can actually win the Euros.
Yeah, it would be good. But it would have because we want England to win it. But
yeah. Not this time round. Yeah, next time. Let us win it on
win
home
it in
soil.
2024.
Let's win it on home soil.
Yeah. I also saw a stat, that in 2027, Jude Bellingham could still win Young Player of the Year. In 2027. Depending on where we played. 17.
Yeah, so he'd be, 23, wouldn't he?
Yeah, so he could still win Young Player of the Year in 2027. I was like, Jesus Christ.
A year after the North American World Cup, and you can still win a flip. Not after the next World Cup, the World Cup after that, and then another year.
Two World Cups time.
He can still, and the year after, he can still win it. Wow.
That's mental. That's flip.
But speaking of young players, Jude Bellingham had the record for a couple of days. Not for very long though, because what's his face from Poland came along. Kasper, I've forgotten his surname.
Yeah, we'll just call him Kasper.
17 years and a few days. I can't remember how many.
So I would say 17 days old. He's played professional football for 400.
Yeah, I mean they start him young.
Doing all right. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean he was playing top level club football at 15 years, 215 days.
And he was playing in the under-17s at 14, wasn't he?
Yeah. Oh. You've got to have something about you for that.
You have, haven't you?
Like, okay, Poland are not the greatest nation in the world, but even still,
for a 14-year-old playing in the under-17s,
they're not a small country.
No, yeah, exactly. I mean, look, they produced the likes of Robert Lewandowski and others.
Go on, name a second.
Well.
Name a third Polish player.
Wojciech Szczesny.
Well done. Who? Oh, his curse continued.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
The
only goalkeeper to score an own goal at Euros as well.
Lots of own goals this year. Record number of own goals, I think. First time we've had 5 own goals in a tournament, I think. And we're only just starting the last round of the group stages.
We're not even left the groups yet.
Yeah. Admittedly, there are more teams, but still.
Oh yeah, obviously. But
I quite like the 2014 third place thing. I wasn't sure about it in 2016 because it is very confusing. It's hard to follow. But yeah. I like the fact that you've got more chance of going through than going home.
Yeah.
24 teams, only 8 go home, so 2/3 of the teams go through. That's quite nice.
Yeah, it is.
The opposite being only what? Well, if you don't have 16 going through, you have 8 going through. You have the group winners and then the 2 best second places. That's your other option for 8 going through, which is not that's not good.
No, it's not.
Or if you want 8 going through, you just split into 8 groups of 3 and just have all the group winners going through. That's probably the best way to do it if you want 8 going through.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I think that sums up the tournament so far.
Yeah.
We'll have to get another one of these. Maybe when the group stages are finished, and we'll know the last 16 format at that point. All I'm going to say is, come on, England.
It's coming up. Come on, lads. You will be heroes. I mean, once we statistically, if we get to a final, we've not lost a final on a major tournament final on home soil. So if we get to the final, which is at Wembley, we will win.
Right. Well, it has been a pleasure as always. Should we mix things up? Would you like to do the socials for once?
Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Obviously, if you enjoyed, please leave a like, comment down below, subscribe, turn the notification bell on, so you know when we are uploading and when the next video goes up. Don't forget to follow us on our social medias at IO Sportscast on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Yeah, that's right. We have Facebook as well. And yeah, if you listen to podcasts, we're available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google. I don't know if Amazon have one. Probably because it's Amazon. Make sure you follow us and like us on there so you get updated. And yeah, thanks for listening / watching. It's been a pleasure, and we'll see you in a bit. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Oh no, that felt weird. You say goodbye. That felt weird. Me being last.
Goodbye.
That felt weird.